Good morning, everybody.
Oh, David! Wow, so good to see you.
I'd like to share this morning about our recent, let me just, yeah, about our recent tour to Europe. We did a young adult tour there in 4 countries. And the purpose of this tour was first it was experience focused. We had a lot of discussion. The young people were sitting at tables with 4 or 5 people each and a lot of time for discussion. Instead of just learning about high noon through long lectures, we had short lectures, and participants were given the chance to really practice building that culture. And we had originally thought about one big summit in Europe, but we listened to the leaders there, and we decided to have 4 regional summits to gather more young people. After helping them experience the freedom of living, high noon life, we invited them to join our spring challenge, and we got 80 people to sign up for a 6-week spring challenge. The contents of this were how to intentionally create culture. So instead of just being the recipient of society's culture, how to take responsibility and ownership over creating our own culture and own traditions. Practicing the 5 high noon virtues, which are honesty, integrity, accountability, courage, and grace. And purity, and how to take ownership of your sexual organ. The theme of the workshops in Europe, young adult workshops there, as well as the young adult workshops that we had in America last year, were taking ownership of your sexual organ. Faith and sexuality, how to lift shame and receive grace, and creating a North Star goal. A North Star goal is a goal which is there no matter how lost and confused you get in life. It is the same place, your North Star goal. Everywhere we went, we gave out to the young adults for the Universe book. And this is UK. We had our team was there, Sammy, Andrew, Benji, and Mitzi and I, we joined the last one. This one is Poland. There are a lot of Ukrainian refugees here. And this is the only one we had more sisters on than brothers. And this was Budapest. This was our largest workshop. We had 56 people, participants. And this is the one that Mitzi and I joined in Camberg, Germany. After we came back, I got a text from one mother. She said, how wonderful that you could attend the high noon workshop in Camberg. Our son had a truly uplifting experience, and he's absolutely loving the core of the Universe devotional. He said he feels that he suddenly has gained clarity about the many subjects that high noon covers, and he feels determined to pursue the blessing. So I'd like to share a few testimonies that we got. We got hundreds of testimonies actually in Europe and in America over these young adult workshops. The main thing that I'm grateful for is how high noon makes it much easier to have these conversations within our community. I feel much freer to open up to my parents after high noon came to the UK a few years ago. And I feel it's getting easier for everyone around me to do the same, as there's less fear of judgment and isolation. I liked how the talks were littered with opportunities to discuss in small groups, which helped to make the sessions more interactive, engaging, and relevant. The most surprising topic was definitely same-sex attraction. It's like the forbidden topic, but it inspired me so much to hear something like this come from our community. I can be so proud to be born in this movement and very grateful for this workshop. From other people in this workshop, I really feel this mindset of growth that inspires me to see so many people wanting to grow just like me. That to me is high noon culture, such a healthy environment. Participating in this high noon workshop truly helped me to open up my eyes to acknowledge that I'm not the only one struggling with unwanted addictions and an empty lifestyle. Despite all the materialistic successes I've achieved so far, I've never truly felt happy or fulfilled. It's been a mask to hide my shame, pain, and resentment. Fear to face my issues has held me back in life for too long. God had not left me, but I had left God. At High Noon, we champion True Parents' vision for high noon culture and absolute sex. And I'd like to share with you a little bit about High Noon now. Like to give you a little background about how it began. It started when we realized how many young people were plagued with unhealthy sexual behaviors. And these are the young people 16 to 24 who should be, like Dr. Young, you said this morning, this should be the prime of their life. They should be forming their goals, discovering what God wishes for them. And yet they were just shackled with these habits of pornography and masturbation. And this made them feel so distant from God and from their parents and from the church community. Many had lost hope for the blessing. So we wanted to help them. And this was our heart. Father tried to educate us about absolute sex, but for some reason it just didn't click. Now I believe is the time that we can really get the importance of absolute sex. It's not enough for second gen just to be told, no, don't do this, don't watch porn, don't masturbate, don't date, don't kiss. That's what we experienced as first gen. And it's like we put a blindfold on, and after we got blessed, we took off the blindfold and we were just supposed to like instinctively know how to relate to this new creature called a man or a woman. And for many, it didn't go so well. For most of our second gen, they have not had the education they need. And that's why High Noon is creating a post-blessing education program. We're working together with the BFM now and with blessed family departments around the world to offer education on preparing for heavenly intimacy. Father educated the early couples about sexual relations before they started their family. And High Noon wants to emulate and continue this heavenly tradition. That was really our motivation for starting High Noon. We really have so many amazing opportunities to teach absolute sex to our young people and to bless couples. There's a quote by Lee Iacocca. It says that he said, "We are continually faced with great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as insurmountable difficulties." And in my own life, pornography was an insurmountable difficulty. And solving my own problem and helping other people to solve theirs has been a huge challenge. But through that, High Noon has been able to spread True Parents' teaching of absolute sex around the world. This summer, we're going to be going to Latin America in June or July, 8 countries there to do a High Noon tour. And then later on this fall, we're going to go to Southeast Asia, to Thailand, Korea, back to the Philippines. We've been there. This will be the 3rd time. And Dr. Young, when I was there last time, I saw your footprints everywhere I went. The school that you created and just everywhere I went. Your Jungsang was, the soil was saturated with your Jungsang. So thank you very much. The people there really love you.
Thank you. Thank you, David. And Mitchell, I have a favor of you, David. First of all, I really appreciate your really incredible job, especially high noon education. But really, one thing I really strongly request to you, I want to help you. Not just only you. You need to raise up a lot of leaders who can become really lecturer or counselor. Not just also we need to have a professional guy who can talk to them very well, especially same-sex marriage as well. This is a very serious issue. According to data of the Korea Christianity, young people they survey, more than 90% of the Christian young people they are watching pornography. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Even our church, I think same things. They do not know how to solve the problem. I love that. I love you going around and teaching, but I think for you, not or in terms of your age, we need to really find out one of the really school to raise up the lecturers and counselors professional way. And then in the future, really this one is we need to create one of the very serious department under the family, our family department, and in each area, in each state, in each region. Without this is the one of the most important education to protect our second generation. For you, I know your devotion and effort really incredible. Now it's time to raise up. If young children, our second generation, they approach, they approach the other young people, then that will be more powerful. I think already you show the model. I really let's discuss more detail. How do we create a school, particularly this area? We need to more focus absolute education and how to counsel, how to have the healing program to settle down. We need to do this area is really incredibly important. David, I once again I really deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much, David, for your presentation.